than you could have imagined, worse than I could have dreaded. He has sullied my virtue!
How? Your virtue?
Yes, yes, my virtue! The very virtue has insinuated to be no virtue at all. I could have borne any fate but this. I would have carried a knapsack through the world so that my virtue could be safe within it. To be called the miss of a footman that would not be miss to a king? Isn't it a melancholy thing?
It is a melancholy thing indeed.
What woman of virtue will keep when not by virtue she gains? For she allows the soft passions their sleep. She's not but a fool for her pains. Since ballads will learn their lord's weed, our virtue above all can hold. But should their lady's steps queen, or have any virtue at all? What woman her virtue will keep when not by her virtue she gains? She allows the soft passions her sleep. She's not but a fool for her days. Since that school and never free, our virtue.
Act 2. A field.
So, this is the proper place as can be for our business.
The sooner the better.
Come on, we'll be as soon as you please.
I will hit thee a slap in the face.
Hold these bones fit, gives you a damnable kick.
If you dare, sir.
Why do not serve you?
I'm ready.
It's so almighty.
I'm ready.
You must fight to some other tune, or you will never fight at all.
What are you doing, you set of lazy rascals? Do you consider my master will be home within these 2 hours and find nothing ready for his supper?
Let the master come and he will be victim forbidden and free to go as soon as he pleases.
Why? What's the matter?
He tried to get my mistress from me, that's all.
You lie, sir, you lie.
What you call a liar, you blockhead? I say you lie.
I say you lie.
The devil think the guy a liar, I say.
Fire punch rabbit or fire punch will with language like this, when sculling and defame, swear to your tongue should ever lie still. Then always be scolding and calling ill names. Swear to your tongue should ever lie still. Then always be scolding and calling ill names.
It was his that lies did first, divide the first will be his, and the last shall be mine.
You kiss my ass, dog.
You are a sly dog.
Bufflehead.
Loggerhead.
Blockhead.
Fool.
Swine.
Fox. Sir, I'll make sure you have a quarrel with me. I'll discover your tricks. You're selling glasses, and when they were found lighter, pretending that the frost broke them. Making your master brew more beers than he needed. And then giving it away to your family. Especially the great stolen belly of that pot-gutter brothers of yours who gets drunk twice at that master's expense.
Ha! 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 Is this all?
No, sir, there's no. There's you filling the plate, and when they were found lighter, pretending that it was wasted in cleaning. And then pretenses you use for tuning and wording stones when you use nothing but poor writing? Sir, you have been such a rogue that you have stolen about half my master's plate and you spoiled the rest!
William! What have we to do with Master's losses? He's rich and can afford it. Don't let us call on ourselves. Let us stand by one another. For let me tell you, if matters were to be too nicely examined into, I'm afraid you will go hard with us all. Why, servants always stick close to one another, as plums in a pudding that's overwetted. Say Susan the cook.
Or horses in the stable that's on fire. There's John the cook.
Every servant should be so to his fellow servants as. So does the guy in the fault of a dish. So should he theirs. But we also have our lessons. We should be finely roasted indeed. A wise man others' faults conceals these own to get more clearer, while folly all she knows reveals show what she does to hear of. The parson and the lawyer's blind, each to his brother's erring, for should you search, it knows you'd find no barrel the better herring.
Here stands honest Bob, who never in his life was known to be guilty of faction or strife. But oh, what can appease the man who'd rob me of both my peace and my wife?
If you prove it, I'll be hanged, and that's fair.
Of that we'll make it appear. Is not this your hand, sir? Though there is none your name to it, is not this your hand?
I don't think it is worth my while telling you whether it is my hand or not, sir.
Was it not enough to try to secure me in my place? You must try to get my mistress.
Your mistress? Anyone may have your mistress that have obeyed you, but it is very well known, sir, that you never had a woman without paying for her. But perhaps, sir, you may find me too cunning to say that while attempting to take my place, in fact, you may be losing your own. When master seems fit, I'm ready to quit the place I saw little regard, sir. For while thou art here, no merit must ever expect to find any reward, sir. The groom who is able to manage his stable of places enough, need no doubt, sir. But you, my good brother, will scarce find another, if master should ever turn you out, sir.
Brave Susan, what's your resolve to keep open doors, I find? When once a woman is done without the prison for virtue, she never knows when to stop. Virtue within a woman's heart by nature's hand is rammed in. Must there be kept by steady heart like water when it's dammed in. But the demon's broken, past all revoking, virtue runs off in a minute, like reapers left off. What a bearer each man may venture in it, like rivers left off. What a bearer each man may venture in it.
I hope you will pardon my want of capacity, madam, but I don't understand what you mean.
Your capacity is too capacious, madam.
Your method of talking, madam, is something dark.
Your method of acting is something darker, madam.
I dare appeal to the whole world for the justification of my actions, madam. And I defy anyone to say that my fame is more sullied than my plates, madam.
You pots, you mean. If you're unlike any place, it is soup plates, which any man can put his foot into.
What the devil mean you thus? Scandals catching me, these clattering, dirty slut and ugly press. What can be your meaning?
Have you, madam, not forgot when with Bob you know what?
Surely not, you would not twice inquire my meaning.
Here, ow, wait, read that letter, and be satisfied to how base you have been to a woman to whom you confessed a friendship.
To find that my sermons have had no better effect, but the true reason is that you have seldom come to hear them. In vain the parson preaches of devils, ghosts, and witches, while by each unbeliever is thought a mere deceiver, a trifler at the best. But sure the man who spies, sir, a witch with both his eyes, sir, with ears and cut of hair, sir, and looks enough to scare, sir, must think a witch no jest. Well, although, of course, I myself never believed one word of witches till this moment.
I see the reason now that my pot will not boil sometimes, though I blow my eyes out.
Ah, goody scratch, how sorry am I to see that any of my constituents should come to be hanged.
Be hanged, be hanged, be hanged, be hanged, be hanged.
For God's sake, sir!
Be hanged.
Take it on me!
I will do all I can for thee. I will give thee spiritual advice, and for a price as low as 10 groats, I will preach thy funeral sermon, wherein I will say as many good things of thee as if thou had died a martyr.
Alack! What comfort will your preaching be to me if I shall not be able to hear it?
Freeze! All the problem.
But if you will be secret and preach nothing of this my misfortunes, I will discover a secret that shall I make you rich and happy.
Hear that!
In the first place, you are not good fortunes. ladies, are all daughters of my Lord True Love. And you, gentlemen, are all sons of Sir George Wealthy.
How?
On your right arm, you would find a star, which was the particular mark of Lord True Love's children.
A star! That was indeed the mark by which they were all known. I remember to have seen this star myself when I christened them, as being at that time chaplain to my lord.
How?
Natura e amanua, natura e amanua, natura e amanua, natura e amanua. We'll find behind every one of your ears a swelling, which has been reputed to have been the symptom of an unhappy death. That was indeed no other than a mark placed there by nature to be the witness of a happy birth.
I do remember to have heard the brother clergyman who was at that time chaplain to Sir George to have spoken thereof.
We all have the marks upon our arms.
And we behind our ears. Now you came here, I shall tell some other time. Let it suffice now that you ladies are worth 19,355 pence apiece! Mr. Robin, come on, instead of 3,000 a year jointure left to by your father! Sent from an uncle. And you, Mr. John, from another uncle. There remains one thing to be set to rights, which is concerning those letters. Both which were written in my master's frolic in order to occasion a quarrel betwixt you. How? Perhaps it is true. I am a witch.
Can you pardon me, Sir Jesus?
However, news how willingly.
What say you, Susan? Shall we and I make a second couple?
We follow our leaders, Mr. William.
And you, Marjorie? What would you say?
I say yes.
Let us all now to church, where we'll marry you all without further ceremony.
There remains one thing. It is concerning myself. I am a widow of a 500 a year jumper and must marry a parson. Dissolve the spell.
Well, then I have nothing to say for myself, which is that I may be that parson.
Agreed.
I will send for my brother Confidence, and he will marry us as soon as I've tacked the others together. Home to church, my lads and lasses, first be bedded, then be wedded. Thank you, please, with what there passes, parson of the parish. But if you repent your fault in your marriage, who is marriages, is the veil you ought to bring the parson of the parish.
Who ties the wedding to the parson, to the parson? Who's behind the door? Who's the parson of the parish? Who ties the wedding to the parson, to the parson?
Squire Ap-Shinken's house, no table, no chair.
It is very hard, my dear, that I must be not on a slave to my family, and that every time my back is turned, everything goes from rat to mango, and that you will take no good care upon yourself, like a sleepy, good-for-nothing drone as you are.
My wife is a very good wife. Such an extraordinary summer for her. It is lucky for me she has servants to scold, for no living man would be able to stand alone the fury of that.
Mr. Ap-Shinken, Mr. Ap-Shinken, it is very well known what favors are refused when I married you.
Yes, my dear. But if you ever had better, I believe
You know your own interest too well to have refused it. Besides, it is a little strange that you should scruple the government of your maids when you formerly used to dispute with me the government of my men. As it is always with women, I will maintain it to be as difficult to please a woman as it is to shoot a swallow flying. A woman is just the opposite of the thumb style that does everywhere is you, she does everywhere else. A woman is a kennel of hounds.
A drunken husband is a hot and a strong bee, continually running about the house.
Is calling what? Is a walking bass violin out of tune.
A drunken husband is a but fiddlestick never able to put her into tune or to play any tune upon her.
Golden wife is like the rosin to that fiddlestick, continually rubbing it up until it runs
A
out.
drunken husband is a wet piece of paper that rustling with and never able to that rustling without any rubbing at all.
A scolding wife is the pepper mills that hammers the pepper.
And a drunken husband is a pepper mill without any hammer at all.
Ah.
your blessing, sir. We are your son and daughter.
My son, married to the daughter of a tenant.
Oh, she is indeed your tenant's daughter, but worthy of a crown. Oh, think not the maid whom you scorn, with riches delight it can be. Had I great princess been born, my own had you been to me. On others your treasure bestow, give away unto these arms. In grandeur and wealth we found woe, but in love there is nothing but charms. In title and wealth what is lost, in tenderness of tears repaid. Too much a great fortune may cost, well purchased may be the poor maid. Wise fancies, vain dreams cheat the great, with pleasure will rarely prove. Why they in their palaces hate, we in our poor cottage will love.
She sings delightfully of the truth of it.
The other song, play him with songs till he forgives us. If I too high aspire, 'tis no doubt prospering. Love makes a clown a squire, would make a squire king. If I too high aspire, 'tis no doubt prospering. Love makes a clown a squire, would make a squire king. What may that who aspires from love can never be free? Love is less than lies, and his home is to pay.
I cannot doubt no longer.
Now run, let me see you embrace one another, and then I will embrace you both.
How little does my lady wait? No, daughter of a tenant is ready to grow a daughter. When the discovery of this and the reasons induced me to this, I shall return to some other opportunity.
With joy, my soul's overflowing. With joy, my heart's jolly. Oh, my dearest sweet Owen. Oh, my dearest Molly. Hey there, what's the meaning of this?
Okay, madam!
Surely, madam, will put an end to this immediately.
How? Men and women of quality.
As I tell you, I assure you.
Then, ladies and gentlemen, I ask your pardon for using you as servants and not knowing the respect which was due to you. I will not try to make amends by the hospitality I will show you this day.
If you please, we shall begin our hospitality with a dance for which the guitars I have provided for my own wedding will prove very opportune.
Be not too extravagant on your hospitality when I go.
Oh.
United, may we never disagree. First we'll be friends, then we'll to bed. Say what happy rogues are we? Couples united, ever delighted, may we never disagree. I do. First we'll be friends, then we'll to bed. Say what happy rogues are we? I do. United, ever delighted, may we never disagree.
I do.
First we'll be friends, then we'll to bed. Say what happy rogues are we? Couples united, ever delighted, may we never disagree. First we'll be friends, then we'll to bed. Say what happy rogues are we? Never delighted, may we never disagree. First we'll be friends, then we'll to bed. Say what happy rogues are we? Couples united, ever delighted, may we never disagree. First we'll be friends, then we'll to bed. Say what happy rogues are we?
Couples united, may we never disagree.
First we'll be fed,
Mr. Ap-Shinken.
and then we'll to bed.
Mr. Ap-Shinken.
Say what?
C'est que, en fait, je crois que, sauf si elle a plus de voix, je crois qu'il y a eu un petit truc sur Stand By Me. Est-ce que vous voulez le refaire pour... Merci.